Alright, trying to remember to do these damn videos. So, avocado tree has a lot of new growth and is doing much better. All of that scorchiness is just because it wasn't used to intense UV lights since it grew up in a greenhouse. So I kind of expected some of that. I've trimmed some of the leaves down, whatever. But like, there's a lot of happy new growth that can handle UV. I've got it kind of in a corner right now since it's so freaking windy today. Speaking of which, I also got my little wagon next to it because it won't fit in my shed. Over here, got the banana tree, and the lemon tree finally has some new growth too, which I didn't realize was going to be purple like that, and I fucking love it. But all of the altheas, and I still need to get those peppers and savory into pots, all of my roses. Something broke a branch off my blueberry, so I stuck it in rooting hormone, and we'll see if it works, because it's not dying, so that's a good sign. Not sure what to think about the dragon fruit cacti, but they're putting on new growth. So maybe all 3 yellow raspberries have finally woken up. Need to get those in the ground. We're gonna start over here this time. Nice going on this side of the yard, to be honest with you. Alright, so finally got all these bushes in the ground. One of the black currants didn't do so great, so I need to get hold of the nursery and see whatever we're gonna do about that. In the meantime, I planted both my yasta berries. They're where the little butterfly thingies are. They're already putting on a ton of new growth, so yay to that. And then this is the black currant that did, oops, that's a shadow, that did survive. I didn't pay attention to my shadows on this one. Tree's doing great, need to get it in the ground. I love that tree. That is a red currant. It is a very happy red currant. This is another happy red currant. It's just smaller. Still have not cleared out that mess, which I still cannot plant my trees until I clear out that mess. But they are all very happy and awake and no longer dormant. So, yay, getting root balls built up, and hoping to get them in the ground by the end of this week. So, since there's not going to be storms, that means I have to move all of that shit. And then there's still some weeds and things back there I gotta cut down, so I'm not looking forward to that. But I am looking forward to the trees being in the ground, so it's worth it. Alright, let's see here. Next, let's just start here. So, tomatoes are finally putting on some growth. So I'm assuming that means that they finally got their roots established the way they want. Okra is doing great. Oh, I've got an interloper. You're not an okra. I don't know what you are. Bye. Now, peppers. Peppers. These are the ones that I bought last minute because I decided I wanted peppers. I need to come out and finish pruning the basil. Worked on it a little bit last night. More peppers. These are the ones that I knew I wanted to plant this year, which means they are poblano, sugar rush peach, and the new type was mini sweet bell peppers. These are my 2 different eggplants. Marble Jewel and Rosa Bianca, I believe. Oh, and those are Purple Rain. Determinate tomatoes. I've never grown determinate tomatoes, so this is going to be fun. As far as which plants are which, other than tomatoes, I don't know. I wanted another Willy Wonka garden because it's been a few years, so this way they'll be super colorful and pretty and decorative, as well as feeding my family. Alright, so the time is going nuts. I harvested a little bit last night. Pink chard's finally starting in. That mullein is establishing itself quite nicely. I'm gonna guess that's a bunch of valerian seedlings that are in with the rosemary. Huh. I don't want that. Oh well. The oregano back there is finally starting to bloom. It's pretty little pink blooms. It's really windy today. Sage is doing fantastic. I have so much goddamn borage, and I do want to keep some for the seeds. And I know technically it's edible and I can harvest it, but I haven't actually done that yet. I need to. But I'm happy to use some shit, you know. There's so much. Oh my god, and that thyme has exploded. It's so pretty. My lavender. I literally cut all 3 lavender down to the ground this year, and they have rebounded so wonderfully. Like I should have done that a year ago. Alright, over here I've got the echinacea doing fantastic and blooming. If you don't know what a fasciated blossom is, that's what this is. If you've never seen one. It is basically just a genetic quirk that sometimes happens when germination does weird things. You know, yay genetics. Anywho. Lamb's ear doing great. More borage over here. I really need to get this borage out of here because I've got these blueberries that I want establishing, and while I know they're establishing their roots, and this is helping pull water to them, I still didn't mean to have all these borage, but then I look at things like this. See if I can get it on camera. Oh, where'd you go, little dude? Yeah, well, there was a little bee down there that was super cute, but whatever. And that's why I keep these things out, is because they do help pollinators. That salvia is ginormous. I'm probably going to have to relocate the lambsir, the salvia, and the echinaceas, coneflowers, whatever you want to call them. That's an errant catnip that needs to go. Love the miracles. And then my favorite major berries are there, but they're also kind of crowded now. So, yeah, I'm going to have to relocate all of these, and I have no idea where I'm putting it. But it'll be great. Over here, these are my lychee tomatoes. I love these things. They are such pain in the ass to harvest because they're so spiky, but they're so good. There's these little red sweet berries. I've got my other raspberry back here doing great, and then more lychee tomatoes are in bloom. This raspberry I got the trellis up that I'm going to use, but I need to drive a couple of stakes in the ground, and I use metal fence posts, so I need to hit up my dad and be like, hey, bring that post setter thingy here so we can set these damn things. So, yeah, I probably ought to do that sooner rather than later. It's fucking windy as it is. I think I'm going to do that. Anyway. Ground cherries are the ones that are waving in the wind right there. We've got some clover finally blooming in here too, which is fantastic. And then that, I don't know which one of these blackberry and which one's the raspberry. I think this is the raspberry, and this is the blackberry based off of how they've grown. God, doing this in the wind was not brilliant, but I need to get it done. And some very healthy ground cherries. So yeah, they're doing great. As far as the other barrels, this is a kale and collards mix. I was just getting it germinated so I could transplant it. I haven't figured out where I want that to be yet. Over here, I've got zucchini that is doing so good considering how stupid I've been with forgetting to drill holes in the side of this thing, because we've gotten a lot of rain and I'm not complaining. I'm super happy about the rain. But it needs to like have drainage, and it doesn't, and I need to really do something about that. I think it would be a good thing. Outside of these, I have the one strawberry plant in here that has survived, which is kind of pathetic, but whatever. And then, oh look, there's some sage in there now too. Over here, I have a delphinium, blue lace flower. I don't remember what that particular snapdragon's called, and I also don't remember what this pink thing is. I just know that it was a perennial for this area, and it was really pretty, so I'm like, I want a pretty plant. They will all be separated out and moved into different places. I just needed to stick them somewhere, and this worked. I was kind of hoping they would grow a little more robustly than they have. They do have drainage, but yeah, nah. They'll get moved. They'll be happy. Alright, over here. My slicer tomatoes also finally woke up and have grown, and I've been weaving them in and out. Oh. Good thing too with this wind, because they're saying up to 21 miles per hour, which isn't going to be a killer by any means, but it is enough to do that. I am so sick of putting these vines back on that goddamn trellis. Oh well, I need to harvest all the peas off of it too, because there's a shit ton. Oh, there's a bumblebee. I love being able to do this. They're so cute. Oh, there's nothing. Hey friend? Nope, I'm not a flower. Alright, so anyway. Those are volunteer tomatoes that I assumed came from my micro tomatoes. But if they did, they're not micro. So that's interesting. Because those are supposed to be heirloom tomatoes. So I wonder if they were crossbred with other tomatoes I had growing. I don't know. I'm going to let them go and see what they produce, because why the heck not? Looks fun. Let's see. Elderberries are doing great. They are covered in berries. Oh my goodness. This makes me so happy. And then still having the pretty blooms. And look up there, man. These things grow so fast. If you need something to fill in a space, holy jeez. Like, I bought these, I think in 2022. Might have been 2021. I had them in pots for a couple of years because we didn't know where we wanted to put them, and it took too long for us to figure that out. But once they got put in the ground, like, this is the third year they've been in the ground. I have not pruned them. Like, I've let suckers grow, yada yada yada. This one is a different cultivar, but it's also an elderberry, because apparently you have to have different cultivars to get them to pollinate properly or whatever. Same age, everything. Like, they're just beautiful, and they smell so good when they're in bloom. Let's see, back here I've got the lilac. This is the happiest damn lilac on my property. They were all planted in the exact same year, but this one, I guess this is like the best place in the world for lilac, so yay. Grapevine doing great. Still only have one bunch of grapes, so we'll see how that turns out. Alright, over here we've got the bee balm is blooming. Oh, and the echinacea's finally blooming too. Super cute. I still haven't weeded it. I'll get around to it. It's kind of hot today, so it's probably not going to happen today. Still need to pull all these random Queen Anne's lace too, because like I like those. I don't want that. It's too close to my gooseberry bush. This echinacea has not bloomed yet. Lilac's doing great. Huge fucking gooseberry. I'm so stoked for next year. Coreopsis is super happy. Another super happy gooseberry. Got some thyme down there, but it's kind of being covered by that Queen Anne's lace. I cannot wait until this thing blooms. This is technically a Rose of Sharon, but it's the double blooming chiffon variety. I think it's the pink one. I don't remember which one I bought. Oh, and hey, it's getting ready. That poor Russian sage is just trying so hard. Another lamb's here. Catmint, Wagelia. It's finally putting on some growth. More thyme, more lambs here, and another pretty little Queen Anne's lace. Oh, and then catnip's blooming finally, yay. And then asparagus will go over here. I actually ordered a delivery for dirt today, and I need to check and see when they're planning on doing that, because that's going to go with the asparagus. And oh, the thing I forgot. Another lilac. Oh, and this is a purple salvia that I'd actually harvested the seeds from a few years ago, so that made me super happy that it came up. And then there's a blue lace flower in there, struggling, and there was milkweed in there, but I don't think it is doing like it should be doing. We'll find out. And the valerian. This is what I forgot, because I bought horseradish. This should be fun. It was dormant bare roots, so basically you bury it and wait a few weeks for the grain to start growing through, and it should be popping pretty shortly here, so super excited for that. It's going to go in this bed, which I need to get all that shit dug out of there too, because I'm going to move those lilies to my front yard. But yeah, so that's the last of it, I believe. It's getting there. I don't know where I'm going to put the roses yet. I have plenty of space in some of the fence lines. Like this fence line's completely done. And then obviously these are like berry patches and herb gardens and stuff. But that back fence line has plenty of space. It's already got 2 roses though. And then over here, when I put the trees in, I'm going to have a lot of space. So I think I might put a couple over here. And I've also got those altheas. So that might be what I end up doing, is just balancing a couple of altheas and a couple of roses. Probably do like 3 altheas and 2 roses on this line. And then put the other, I think I have 2 altheas left after that over here. I may just put the yellow roses out front. I don't know yet. I'll figure it out.